Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing? Brennan's bread. Today's bread today. Says I to you, says you to me. How are you doing?
I loved your Brennan's bread commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Brennan's bread.
I don't know.
Is that your voice?
No, that's not my voice. That's just, I don't know. It comes, I drink a lot. So that's where that harshness, and I don't drink normal. I drink like whiskey. So that's the whiskey voice, I think. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
It is. I think it is.
No.
Because I remember when I started, I never had that voice. It just came out recently, and it's just like,
Is Fabu's microphone close enough to his mouth hole?
Yeah, maybe just.
And
Right,
also,
right,
can you
right.
can you maybe turn it down a little bit just on the headphone? Or we should turn it down on the headphones, Anna.
yeah.
Just turn my headphone.
Oh,
I'm very sensitive. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, hello. Okay, let's go. Actually, do you want to introduce everything?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage, Hannah Andrews, and special guest, Fabu D.
Fabulous D. Finally, after a year of doing this podcast, we have Fabu D on. And also joining us is my prince, Daniel. Someday this kingdom will be yours, this country, when we are all... You can stop the music now, Daniel.
Okay.
I'm so upset.
Again.
I'm so upset. Well, even before we start, for fuck's sake, Fabu, you just arrived here and your bicycle got stolen. Your e-bike, €1,800. I'm not laughing. It's just the way you're looking at me. €1,800.
Yeah.
No, but it's shocking. Did you not have a good luck?
So the last time this is not my first time my bike getting robbed. This is the second time that my bike is getting robbed, and I learned my lesson because everyone was giving out to me saying your bike, the lock I had on my bike wasn't the proper lock, And I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get a new lock, and I got a good lock this time around, but not as good as the one you showed me. Just a normal lock, but the way they actually robbed that bike was
In a second?
In a second, bro.
Yeah.
And I actually had the thought in my mind. When I parked the bike, I just said to myself, I said, this bike might get robbed. I don't know. It might get robbed. No, it won't get robbed. It will get
Is
robbed.
it insured?
It's not insured. Because I don't know about insuring bikes. I don't know where you go to insure bikes. I don't know.
Bike Mo.
Bike Mo.
Yeah, they have a website, Fabu.
Wow. I didn't know about cars. Like, I didn't know you can insure a bike. Like,
Yeah, you can insure your leg.
What?
Can you?
I'm sure you can. If you, let's say, if you model your legs or your,
Yeah,
hands,
we could insure your legs,
insure,
and then I could
insure
kick
your
you in the
leg.
legs,
Wow.
and then you
bro.
could collect the money on the
Yeah,
insurance.
we can break your leg. We can insure your leg, break your legs, and then
You know what?
claim the money.
Can we not just talk about insuring my leg? Because I think we should just skip on the leg part. Let's focus on the bike. And I'm not really happy about that, to be honest with you. I'm just like, it just happened today, right on my way to see you, and my bike just got robbed. And they left another bike, just to say maybe they were being kind.
How the fuck did they leave? You mean they just let? They didn't. You didn't catch them in the act, and they ran off, and they didn't have time to
No,
collect
but
their
you
bike.
didn't lock the bike. You
The
just
bike-
left
No,
it.
No, the
he
bike
locked-
was locked.
Of course, his
Okay.
bike was locked.
The bike was locked. They robbed the bike. On my way back, couldn't find my bike, and I seen another bike right where I parked my bike. There was no locked on the bike. It was just there. You can tell the bike was robbed. It smelled robbed. Everything was just. You can tell that's a robbed bike, and I knew that bike was left for me.
And is it a piece of shit? The bike that they left?
It was literally a piece of shit. I cannot curse on this thing, or
Yeah,
just-
you can say fuck, cunt,
Yeah,
wank,
yeah.
tits, nipples,
I love this podcast.
wanky tits, nipples, tit wank.
I didn't even know you can actually curse.
Because it's
Oh,
a
Jesus
family
But
podcast.
you don't curse that much. You don't.
I don't really curse that much, but right now I'm gonna like.
Oh
yeah,
right.
yeah, Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
So I was down in, well, it doesn't matter, but I saw this fucking video yesterday, and it made me quite angry. I'm sure it made you very angry as well. Can you explain the video, Fabu?
Yeah, so it was just on Saturday, there was a protest in Ireland. People came out to, stand up for mass immigration, and, they were trying to, talking about what's happening in the country, which I totally understand. I was actually at a drama class in Ballyfemmet. I'm actually trying to get into acting. So after my drama course, cycling back home, yourself, curiosity, cycled through town, and when they saw me, oh, Black Paddy, what's the story? Yeah, come here for the picture. You're a legend. Oh, Black Paddy, come here. Another guy, oh, that's my son. Can I have a picture of you?
Or just random people in town.
Random people at the protest. I was at the protest.
So Black Paddy is your Instagram handle.
Yeah, Black Paddy, yeah.
Yeah.
And
why do you call yourself Black Paddy?
I call myself the Black Paddy because I've been living in Ireland literally almost half of my life.
Yeah.
Most of my life, basically.
I was being facetious. Okay.
Let him finish the story.
I would.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. So as I was saying, so a lot of people they were coming over to me, taking pictures, very friendly, Irish, loving people. And even this, and they were funny as well. I remember this guy said something which I think was the most funniest thing ever. He goes to me, all right, Black Paddy, you're the only foreigner allowed in this country. Come here for the bleeding picture. And they were so different kind of soft and happy people. Then I met this guy. Randomly just came over to me. He was like, oh, you're a racist guy. I'm like, what? How am I racist? I can't even be racist, bro. I'm black. I don't know how a black man can be racist. He goes, and he was like, oh, you're racist. You're talking about black people going extinct. I mean, white people are going to go extinct in Ireland. And I'm like, oh my God. So basically, if I can elaborate on this, right? So there's a famous guy in Ireland called Hector. He came over to me a while back. He came to my house, did an interview with me, asking me about immigration in Ireland. How do I feel about Irish people? And I was like, oh, Ireland is great, very welcoming people, funny, always good crack, and they give me a lot of opportunities to be who I am today. And he asked me a question. He goes, what do you think about different people now coming to Ireland? What do you think about New Ireland? And I'm like, well, it's great. There's different minorities in Ireland, different colors, different tradition, Polish, Brazilians, Africans, like different colors of people. At this stage, I feel like the whites are going extinct here, And I was only trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
But after all the lovely thing, what happened was one of the people took that word I just said. When I just said the whites are going extinct, and put out just that minute on Twitter and said Black Paddy is promoting genocide. I didn't even know what genocide meant. I had to go on Google to type in. I was like, oh my God. I don't know what to say about that. And that went viral. People started hating on me, saying, oh my God, you're racist, you blah blah. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't fight it. I don't know what to do. It's done. That's social media for you. This can be manipulated and make you look like bad and stuff like that. So and that's how the guy came over to me on the protest, and he was like, you're racist. And this Irish lady started screaming at me, go home. I'm like, I'm home already, sure. Where will I be? This is my house, this is where I live now, And she was just really angry at me, and it was just like, I don't know, she was just not happy with me, basically.
Well, yeah.
Oh, come on.
You know what? I've been living in this country for 24 years.
Remember this man was marching with the Orange Men. Remember that?
What you mean? What you mean? Look, sorry, 2 seconds.
You don't speak for the Irish people. You don't speak for the Irish people.
I speak for the Irish.
You do not.
Irish people.
You do not.
Irish people are the most loving people in the world.
You said the Irish are going extinct. You said the Irish are going extinct.
But was it only just one guy, or there was like a group of people? What did you think?
So it was him and the camera guy, dingling.
So he was just.
He had the camera guy, and there was this random lady. She was probably like really angry, because the protest wasn't about racism. The protest was more about the government taking advantage of the people, and she just saw me and she just started screaming, go home. I'm like, why do you want me to go home so bad? I don't.
And they recorded it.
Yeah, they recorded it and they had it on YouTube, got a lot of views and a lot of hatred, and and people are threatening me online saying, if I see you, you're a dead man. And
but I think this is so almost manufactured. There are some extreme people or people who are taking opportunity from this, because as you said, what I heard, that protest, it wasn't like a racist.
No,
it wasn't the subject of, we just want a government to address the situation, what's happening in Ireland.
Yeah.
And, there are some few people who are taking advantage and changing the tone of the
what is this?
gathering.
Was that a rare thing? That kind of outburst from that woman directed towards you?
No, it wasn't.
Sorry.
I've been getting this a lot of times. Obviously unfortunately, there's always going to be few negative people at the
And
beginning.
a lot of them have the loudest voices, don't
Yes, and trust me, negativity sells more than positivity. No matter what, if somebody come over and say, "Oh, Black Paddy is just after doing something wrong," that will go way far because I'm a public figure than me doing. If I go out and feed the homeless, that won't go nowhere. If I go out and do something great, that will go nowhere. I have to do something controversial for it to fly off. So I've been getting so much racism and abuse online. But see, the thing is, I believe that people out there are going through certain type of situation because I've been there before, and sometimes they need somebody to take that on. And when they see someone like me who's a public figure, they tend to take it on me. But the thing is, I don't try to fight fire with fire. I try to, ignore it and just move on and do what I am here to do. Like, using my talents to spread togetherness. We're here to have fun together. Let me show you what we have in common more than what we have different.
Yes.
So where's your head at? Like when you hear that stuff, what do you carry it with you through? I mean, are you thinking about it? Is it always in the back of your head? Or
it's
something?
always, obviously I'm human. I'm not listening like I'm a robot. I'm human. It's affected.
You're
me.
not a robot, are you not?
I'm not a robot. I'm human. Obviously I've been doing this for 10 years now. And
Well, how long, when did we first meet? Didn't you do a Vicar Street?
Yeah.
But how long ago was that?
That was mad. That was
Over 10 years ago.
Yeah, over 10 years ago. You're the first guy that actually gave me my breakthrough in Ireland, to be honest with you. You're the guy that actually, I don't know, you just saw me on the streets and you said, "All right, come on, you're coming with me." I'm like, you don't know if I'm funny or not. You just took that risk.
Were you weren't doing stand-up then?
Not really, bro.
But you were.
Were you doing the warm-up for David?
No, and you did sketches in the Savage Eye as well.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going
yeah.
back 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
So it's over. It's nearly 15 years ago.
Yeah. And it's just.
How old are you?
37 now.
Yeah.
I want to know because
Hannah did a deep search in your
I
background.
read that you were sent to Ireland at the age of 14
Yeah.
and your mom told you that she's gonna follow you. And 20 years later, she never done it. Is that true?
Yeah, she actually did 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago.
Yeah,
But-
she
so
came
it
3 years
took
ago,
her-
and she went back. She goes, "It's too cold." She said, "I don't want to stay here," and she's living in America now.
Okay, so can you tell us the story? How you were sent on your own
Yeah,
to Ireland at the age of 14?
Yeah. So basically, I'm originally from Nigeria. I can see David, you're holding his wallet there really tight. He's like, "Oh shit, Nigeria now." I'm actually originally from Nigeria, and living in my country was a very big deal for me because my dad passed away at the time, and my mom was like, "You know what? I don't want you to end up joining bad gangs. I don't want you to end up being a bad person. I want you to have a better life, a better future, yourself." And she actually told me, like, "You know what? You're gonna go to England," she said. "London." And I'm like, "Yes, I'm going to go to London and have the best crack of my life. I can't wait." So I came to Ireland, and
But how did you, on your own?
Yeah, on my own.
Did she got you a plane ticket, put you on a plane?
No,
say,
no.
Oh, did you swim?
No. Oh yeah, I would.
David, what?
That's that reminds me of a question when I was in New York. I'm telling you, in the 80s. Hey, Paddy. Well, they call us Paddies. Did you come over and did you bring your own potatoes? Did you make a potato?
Yeah, but it's just you have to laugh.
No.
It's a bit of cliche.
No, it's a good question because
it's a good question.
It's very educational. It's very
Hannah was joking.
Yeah.
How would you stop, David? Everybody knows. Like you don't need to deconstruct. Obvious.
He's
so cautious. Like.
Well, you can be cautious if you want. So basically, my mom had a friend here in Ireland, at the time working. So they arranged my visa and all sorts and stuff like that. And I got 2 planes, and not a boat. I can't still swim. I would love. I don't know. I'm still learning how to swim. So yeah, I arrived here by the plane. Yeah. Yeah, which was cool in the cargo section. I'm only joking.
But as a
When's this?
Is
Is that a new laugh, Fabu? When did you get that laugh?
Oh yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's part of the sanity that it's just I don't know. It happens. It just
vigilant in terms of just the looks people give, or does this kind of or you're just used to whatever energy is being directed towards you?
No. So basically, I don't believe in racism. I don't believe in color. I don't believe in differences. So when I go outside, I just see me. I just see a human. So basically, how I portray my inner energy to the world is just like, I'm a person. I'm a human, a spiritual being who has a voice, who look different, obviously, because of maybe the original parts we're born. Like, you're a white person, I'm a black person, but we both breed, we both have the same blood, we both have the same way of thinking, but different ethnical or tradition. That's what I think.
We have the same organs, the same everything,
stuff like that.
But these are your values, and you're very sure about that.
Yes.
So when you get negative stuff, you just think, well, what can you do?
I just think they're angry. I think maybe they're going through some stuff in their life, and they just, because I don't see racism. I see if a white man bumps into another white man in a car and you cut him off traffic, he say, "What? You're bleeding conche," right? That's what he would say to his own white man. But if a black man cuts a white man in traffic because of the color, you're a black bastard or something because of the color. If it's a Chinese, a chinky bastard. If it's an Indian, you're a curry licking bastard, something like that. Because it's just. Well,
no, but you shouldn't say stuff like that.
I
can't
know,
say
but listen, David, in the moment of anger, we all say
but doesn't that reveal?
It's a cliche, but we don't believe in it.
Exactly, and it's what we.
You can't be calling people that.
Of course you don't call, but you blare out with this kind of cliches, even if you don't believe in
it. It's
that.
the truth, because.
That's so funny though. As I'm doing that, like virtue, I'm virtue signaling.
Yeah.
I'm getting angry on your behalf. It's quite condescending. You process it in the way you want to process it, and but I do like that. I often think. I mean,
how would you call Polish? Well, what are they?
If Polish, you'd just be like you, kurwa.
It's like a most common Polish curse.
But it did. I have to say, that person screaming at you, "Go home!" It's like, whoa, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
And of course, that person doesn't know who you are. Doesn't know how long. She does.
She does.
Oh, I see. She was reacting to that comment.
She does.
And also, we're comedians. This is the fucking thing. We exaggerate. We say the exact opposite. How many times have I said that? We say the exact opposite things to what our actual fucking values are. And then, as comedians, we push things, and that's what makes people laugh. And then to take a fucking clip out of context.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a real shit thing to do.
Yeah, it's very small-minded. I remember that comedian, she's taking a clip from your interview.
Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Yeah. Last
It's all about manipulation for me. I just think it's manipulation. This world, racism, everything going on right now is manipulation. So people are being manipulated, especially everybody that's doing something like, whatever people are doing right now, people are being manipulated to it. So like people hating on me right now, I don't believe every people that are commenting on that guy's video on YouTube right now genuinely hate me or know me, because I read some comment and they said, "Oh, he's a planter, he's being paid by the government." I'm like, what? How am I being paid by the government? If the government are paying me, man, I'll be way more hardworking than I am doing right now. And it's just like, they say some negative stuff, and I read sometimes, which I know it's not good to read comments because it's not good for your mental health.
It's very, very bad.
But I do purposely read them to see what the crack is. And when I read all those comments, I'm like, these people don't really know me. No. They're just being manipulated to hate me. They don't really hate me. So that's why I'm not fully mad. I'm not really fully angry, because I believe if they genuinely get to know me, they'll probably love me. Maybe they probably will.
And listen, if they, because it's so like anonymous, so they just go sit there and write,
Yeah,
if they see you, they would want a picture with you. They would take a photo and say, "Man, I love you," because what I've seen on your Instagram and TikTok, like, people are so warm towards you.
Yeah.
And you've got like little kids, like old people, like it's really
It's
really
funny
nice.
when you got onto social media quite early on, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And I remember, I think I met you, or I met a few different people, and they were saying, this is like 6-7 years ago, you know, why don't you go on social media? You're crazy, you're missing a trick. And I kind of looked down on social media, I guess, you know.
Because you're old?
Because I'm old. But, you know, I don't know, there was just something about social media. And I remember you were on Facebook early on, weren't you?
Yeah, Facebook was the way I started.
And you came, a few times, you came to the International and, you know, you had like 50,000 followers at that time or something like that on Facebook. And people showed up because they were following you on Facebook. And I looked down on the whole social media thing. Like it's not a real form of, I don't know. But the thing is, the penny eventually, I'm not articulating myself, but anyway.
David, wake up.
No, what I'm just trying to say is that I came up through this, you know, you do TV, you do this, and then this Facebook thing. What did I think of it? I just thought it was like, it wasn't kind of...
I didn't like Facebook much.
No, but I just didn't understand.
It's a platform to advertise.
I just didn't understand. I didn't understand social media. Like I'd see young people on their phones, you know, and their facial expression was like this, look. And I just thought, what is wrong with these people? They're like, you know. But anyway, thank God for social media, because the penny dropped, and I understood how revolutionary it is.
I don't know, how many years did it take you?
A long time. But
4 years?
But in terms of fucking selling tickets, you know, that's what we're trying to make a livelihood. So I finally got it.
Yeah,
but I mean, you know, it's a godsend for us, for you, for me, right?
I think when I saw David McSavage on social media, I'm like, in my mind, low-key, I was like, yes. And the reason why I was happy for you joining social media was because social media doesn't work for everybody. Yeah. Social media works for people who are genuinely authentic, which you are.
Somebody at the door.
Just tell them to fuck off.
Okay. Sorry. We've just hit.
Oh yeah, delivery?
That's so funny.
He's getting a delivery.
Oh, listen, you know, we don't have time to solve his problem. David, come back here. You solve his problem later on.
What?
You don't have time to solve other people's problems.
A random delivery on a podcast. This is so cool.
And then he wants to go out with the guy and search for the number.
See, this is what I mean this is what I mean. He's actually meant to be on social media. This is what.
Oh yeah. So you were saying that social media doesn't work for everyone because they're a bit contrived.
It's because some people try their best to be on social media and they just try to work on it, but you only benefit people who are really authentic. Like me, I'm crazy, I'm outgoing, I'm really funny, so I don't have to pretend. I just play me. Yeah. And it happens for me.
You know, self-esteem.
No, I know.
No, I mean, it's very good.
I know, because tomorrow I know what I can do to have 100,000 views. I know what to do because I can just go be myself and it will happen. Now, I just think this is what people see, and sometimes jealousy plays as well when it comes to racism. I just think sometimes it's not actually racism. Sometimes I'm thinking, are they maybe jealous the fact that I'm doing well? You know, I don't know, because it can happen, you know. So that's why I think social media, it's like the way you took your time to find social media, it took me a long time to join TikTok, and TikTok was what blew me up. TikTok was where the Black Paddy blew up from. You knew me as Fabi D, but TikTok created Black Paddy.
Okay, well, it's funny. Anytime I go on fucking TikTok, you know, I'll say, you know, it's so sensitive. Warning. You know,
I think
you
on,
don't say
on
this.
TikTok, you have to more use dance, like more body.
Yeah, well, maybe I should figure out. Maybe you can give me some tips.
You have TikTok. You just have to be. You have to be
politically correct a little bit.
You have to be a little bit of a slave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, if you're opposing a certain group of people, you'll be reduced.
You have to tailor your stuff to the algorithm.
That's what TikTok is all about.
You should have a lesson with Black Paddy.
Yeah. Well, I can do that for you.
It's funny. I was thinking of getting some acting lessons as well, because I've done so many of these self tapes, Matt.
Go on, you finished? This is such. I'm laughing because like David is so against everything, like acting lessons, comedy lessons, and
well, I'm not going to get comedy. No, but I've done so many of these self tapes.
I'm sorry.
And that have we got Daniel? Look.
Why we're not together.
Yeah. Okay. No, but I've done so many of these self-tape auditions. Do you do self-tapes?
Yeah. So basically, they asked me to do a self-tape monologue of a character that is related to me authentically. So I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, but this is for your acting lessons. I'm talking about getting self-tapes for jobs on TV shows.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Okay, so I can't get them. I've done so many of them, and then I'm thinking, I think I used to be.
I think there are courses.
No, but I don't want to be in a class with other people.
Okay, so maybe you can get like 1-to-1.
That's what I'm saying.
And how to self-tape yourself.
That's what. That's what.
I think that's
what.
I imagine you in the classroom. With all the other Paddies trying acting.
David look at everyone so grumpy. He was like, "What the fuck?"
But then I'm thinking, I've done so many of these auditions and I can't get anything. I think
I think they were your teeth. I
have a reputation or whatever the fuck, and I think literally the only way, you probably feel the same way, the only way you're going to get a decent role in something is to make the fucking thing yourself. Or to write something.
That is so true. That's what I'm working on right now. That's why I'm actually going to an acting school, because I want to learn the art of being an actor, so I can produce something myself. Because I know everything that I do has been freelance or just out of my head or improvs.
We did that sketch. We were talking before the podcast. You did that sketch that we did.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
It was actually so funny.
And you were brilliant in it. And there was that other comedian. I can't remember his fucking name. There was another young comedian. I can't remember his name.
But what was this?
It was about a father who. It was a play on the fact that
you had two sons.
Yeah, I had two
a
sons.
white and a black one.
No, but
you couldn't see that he's black.
Yes.
Yeah?
No, who was the?
Do that video. That's.
Oh yes. So I was a father.
As an old this type of father like this.
Because it's a long time ago. I'll show a clip of it now. The old father, and that accent was taken from Brennan's bread ad. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a baker. And he was forced, and one of his sons had gone to Trinity College. And this son was a baker, and he was all very proud. And then the setup was that we were going. It looked like Fabu was going to come out as gay or something like that. That was the trick. But then the son that I don't like was trying to explain to me that Fabu was actually black, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I mean? But actually, in a way, it was a very smart little fucking thing.
We should. I don't know if you still have the content, but I think
I do.
Yeah, we should actually put it out.
Dad, there's something you need to know about Derek.
He's a baker.
He's black.
Would you fuck off, the two of you? You're taking the piss out of your fucking dad.
Dad, he's black. Look at him. It's obvious. He's black. He's a big black man. A big fucking black man. Tell him.
Dad, I'm black. I'm black, right? I'm actually black.
Did you put Derek up to this?
Dad, look at me. Dad.
Did you?
Dad.
No.
Did you?
No.
Dad, I'm black.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to
Dad,
you.
look at me.
You never liked your brother because he's a baker. He's a baker like his dad.
Dad.
What?
I'm black. Right?
Stop saying that.
Dad, I'm black.
Stop saying you're black.
Dad, listen, right? Look at that. Look at that. Look at my face. I am black. Right? I'm black.
You're barely black.
Dad,
that's fucking black.
Dad.
That's black.
Dad, look, I'm black.
We look the same.
Dad, we're not the same. I am black.
You fucking happy now?
I'm not happy.
You've got your brother all good.
No.
But funny. I had a friend of mine when I was a kid growing up, and he was black, and I didn't realize it until I was like 13 or 14. It's funny because kids you know the way when Daniel was a kid, he'd come back and he'd talk about a kid he met. He wouldn't say that he was this or this or that. It didn't matter. It was just what the chemistry was like.
That's actually so funny.
And so kids know more because they know less.
Yeah, that's so funny because when I was growing up in Ireland as well, that's exactly the same thing. I grew up in Castleknock, really, really posh place, right? I went to CCC, Castleknock Community College, and whenever I go to school, every white person will come over to me and ask me questions. Oh my God, what's Africa like? Can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what does your hair feels like? I felt so special and I felt so like, famous, and everybody knew me just because I was black. Everybody was friendly.
But it's well intentioned. It's not negative.
It wasn't negative at all.
Yeah.
And fast forward now, nobody want to fucking know me now because there's so many black people now.
Yeah, you're competing with too many.
Now I'm pissed off. I'm like fucking immigrants.
Yeah.
I'm like, go.
I know, but listen, I came here to Ireland with you 1993.
No Polish here.
Well, there were a few probably, but I was treated.
You were very
like
unfat.
They were. Who are you?
What?
Where
are you
from?
trying to equate your experience to Fabrice?
No, but it was 99. What year did you come into Ireland?
2004.
2000. So it was 1993, much earlier. So there was. I just stayed here for a week, and I swear to God, people looked at me like I was an alien. Like Poland.
That is insane.
But it was really lovely because I was.
Are you white?
Let's say, sitting at the bar. No, I'm black. I was sitting at the bar. I'm Mongolian. I'm Mongolian.
That is so cool. Like imagine a Polish
It's funny.
guy.
I just have to say, I went for a pedicure. Have you gone for a pedicure?
No, never did. I never did.
And by the way, why
would go for a pedicure?
What? Yeah, it's not your fingers, mate.
It's not a pedicure.
No, it's your feet.
Oh hell no.
What do you mean hell no?
Because I don't like people touching my feet.
Why don't you like people touching your feet?
Because I don't know, I get tickles and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. Nah.
And a penis cure.
Oh, I like that.
But it is funny how a small, tiny amount of people, but with very loud voices and militant and activists, they can scare the shit out of the majority of people.
Yes, that's what I don't understand, because that's so true. I've tried to put my head around that situation. I'm like, how can just someone like that dude just be a strong voice and everyone just turn on me? Like, this guy just came out one day and said one word, and people that have been following me for 10 years just turn their back on me straight away. Oh, I used to love you, but I can't believe you. I'm like, what? How? What's the power behind that?
I think people are scared.
Yeah.
They just want to be on the right side and be so politically correct.
Yeah, that's not politically right. I mean, it's all about. I put up a post just 2 days ago on Facebook, and I said, I want Ireland to be a great country of love, not hate, and that's all I said. That's all I said, not bad. And the amount of negative comments that I got. What you mean? Are you trying to say Ireland don't have immigration problem? What you mean? You're trying to say we're not going? All I just said is Ireland should be filled with love, not hate.
But it's so funny. You go, all this kind of thing. If you're inside and you're worried about this, and you go outside, any town, anywhere, people are so friendly, people are so nice. You walk into this cafe, people from different countries. Couldn't be nicer. It makes Ireland a much better place to be.
It's not, where we from. It's a social, economic problem.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter, are they from this and this and this country? So it only shows you that there is a lot of social and economic problem in Ireland.
No, that's very true.
And,
that's
all
right.
these kids.
Not just social economy. There's so many problems, religious problems, everything. Like they were giving out to me just because I went to the north and I was involved in on a march called the 12th of July with the Protestants, and this was just me in Belfast, and they had this big match going on. And
I love it. This is so good.
And I went to experience the tradition. It's a tradition. I just went to experience it, and I'm getting given out to. I'm like, are we not? It's not the same.
But
people.
Fabu, that does more for social change in a way. Doing that, and it's also quite kind of it's a bit risky and courageous. But it's brilliant.
I'm surprised you haven't got beer. Get the fucking
Yeah, but I got given out for that. They said, you're not a true Irish man. If you can go to the north, Black Party doesn't like the Irish people. I'm like, they're Irish too. It's not like, I don't know. It's...
So Hannah was very impressed with your business. Oh yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, your business model. But I also noticed that you have no problem stripping your clothes off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, can we experience?
No,
that?
we fucking can't.
I'm joking.
No,
okay.
If you want, I can take it off. But if it goes dark, if I start.
Well, I don't think that it needs to get dark. I don't think you turn off the light.
Trust me. Yeah, look, listen.
There was one when you were completely naked. It was just a bouquet of flowers.
Oh
in front of you.
at the beach. Yeah, at the beach. Yeah, that's to show.
It wasn't a nudist beach.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's to show what?
Yeah, that's to show how open I am. I'm very I have nothing to hide. I have
nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide. You know, so I'm
what do you mean you've nothing to hide?
Because I'm just.
He's been, he's just
nothing to hide. You have something to hide, and you should fucking hide it, man. Nobody wants to see it.
Clothes. Listen, do you go to gym? Do you exercise? Well, there's one subject.
Yeah, but he's 37, so he's obviously.
Yeah, but he started earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
What type of gym exercise?
No, I've always been. I think sometimes I've always been fit. To be fair, I cycle a lot. I walk a lot. I don't drive. I'm always I'm always on the go. I'm always active. That's what makes me kind of more fit as well.
You said you don't drive.
No.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you have a driving license?
No, I don't.
What does my mother say?
A man isn't a real man unless he has a driving license.
I do have a driving license, but I'm banned off the road for 10 years, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, so I don't know how to. So
how come you're banned off the road?
Because I'm black. But no, I'm just no, I'm just joking. It's just.
You did something bad. You killed someone.
I didn't kill somebody. No, I didn't kill anybody. I didn't drink and drive. I didn't do. It just happened because I lived that life.
You were stoned out of your head.
I wish I was. I had a nice car, black. The last time I came to your house, I had a black BMW parked in your house. Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I drove to your house.
Okay.
And so what happened? Tell us.
Thank you very much. So what happened was basically it's just I had the money to buy a car, but I had no money to buy insurance,
Oh, no insurance.
Yeah, no insurance. And I got caught for driving with no insurance. And I got banned for 4 years because of that. And
you didn't learn the lesson and you got banned again?
But what happened was my brother came from America. How do you know? Because you're Polish. We have the same character. But my brother came from America to visit me in Ireland. And we had a great time. And he was about to miss his flight. And I said, you know what? Sure, let me just drive you to the airport on a Sunday morning. There's not going to be guards around, so let me just quickly. I was this close to Monasterevin. I was in Newbury. The next exit was my exit, and guess what? An undercover car. Poop. I know.
Were you speeding as well?
I was kind of speeding real quick. It was on a Sunday. I was having a good time, and he put me over, and I was like, please. He knew who I was actually as well. He was like, oh, Black Paddy. I was like, please, just let me go. And man, it was history.
Your charm didn't work.
He did not care. I tried to explain to him. I said, please, if I get banned now, I won't be able to drive my kids to school. Or he just didn't care.
So you do have a driving license?
I did. I just got my full driving license.
Oh, fuck's sake! Yeah. So when's the ban over?
The ban is over in 8 years' time.
Stop.
Yeah.
What the fuck? 8 years?
It could have been over.
That can't be crazy.
But he wasn't driving.
No, wait a second.
The ban could have been over by now, but see, I got stopped before the lockdown. I had to serve the whole lockdown without going to court. Then when I went to court after the lockdown 4 years' time, I got banned for 10 years. I'm like, what? Can you just not take 4 years off the judge didn't even care because the judge in Nace is not keen on insurance because his cousin got killed by a driver.
I see what you're saying.
So he's very angry whenever that happens.
Right.
Well, but he definitely has to follow the law. Like he can't impose bigger sentence than it is.
Actually, I was open about this. I went on social media and I was open about it. But guess what? It bites me. People are still giving out to me. Yeah, sure. You don't follow the law. Driving no bleeding insurance. I'm like, So I don't know.
So you were impressed with Fabu's business acumen on his social media?
Yeah, as well. You know, like he's so active in all the medias, and then you've got like, you know, if you want a product, you know, me review the product or promote the event or what else, you know, just review something.
I do weddings, I do kids'
weddings.
What do you mean you do weddings?
Like, so basically, I entertain at weddings.
Oh.
I'm flat out doing weddings this year.
Oh, really?
I'm being out straight, man. Like, I actually say no to some weddings because I'm like, because, I actually do a lot of weddings. People call me. Yeah, people.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I love weddings because they're one of the best gig ever. You just go there 15 minutes and you're off. That's it.
What are you doing? What would you do?
Stand-up comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all.
And how long would you be doing?
I thought you were stripping. You're not
15.
stripping?
15 minutes.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't want to do longer than 15 because a lot of people they wouldn't be the people. A lot of people don't like going to weddings. I think, you know. I mean, some people are happy to be there, but it'd be a tough enough crowd. I think, wouldn't it, to perform to?
It's very like some weddings are tough because the last wedding I went to, while I was doing my stand-up joke, the cousins or the family member will be there like drunk, screaming back
nightmare.
At you. It's just, and everyone knows that lady. They know what she's like, and you can't even say something back to her. So it's just, and there's some weddings that you go to and you be like, oh, this is great. You feel so good. And there's some weddings you go to while you're telling your joke, someone comes out and just give you money, write on your joke. They just throw like 100 quid at you. Like, what the fuck just happened? It's great. Yeah.
And so when you're doing these weddings, how many of them have you done? Like
lots.
Like how many?
Like about 100 now.
You've done 100, right?
Yeah, weddings.
So you're really So now, if somebody contacts you and they want you to do a wedding, do you get like information about the bride and groom and the family so that you can, you know, tailor your performance? Or no? Or
no, I
right.
choose not to. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be personal. I just want to go there and surprise them. What I do is.
So, you mean? So you're a surprise?
Yeah, I like to. I want to be a surprise to the weddings.
Oh, I see.
I get booked into, so no one knows I'm coming, and the family member just say, "Oh, guess who we have here? We have in the house. It's the Black Paddy." I have my intro song. Oh, Black Paddy. Oh, Black Paddy. Because weddings are like that, and one thing I noticed about weddings, because I've been to weddings myself, is that after dinner, it's boring. Everyone just sits around and go out for a smoke, and there's nothing to be doing in the wedding. Just looking, and all the bride and groom is sitting in front there like the king and queen, and the whole family member just there sitting down looking after eating. There's nothing happening. So that emptiness is where I can perform well at.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That space.
That emptiness is where I want to live comedically.
Yeah, exactly. It's because there's nothing happening there. Then I just.
What are Nigerian weddings like in comparison to Irish weddings?
Oh my God, Nigerian weddings! It's just crazy. It's like,
how
it goes it's like 2 days. It goes on for 2 days. Yeah. So we have the white wedding and we have the traditional wedding. So it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you do the normal wedding where the priest come in and put you together and everybody pretend they're all nice, and the next day is like, whoa, ta 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 ta.
What do you drink in Nigeria?
Sorry.
What do you drink? Oh, you
Guinness.
don't. Guinness.
Yeah.
Guinness
is big.
It's the most popular.
Yeah. Guinness is very popular.
Isn't that fucking wild?
Yeah.
Guinness is so popular. It just shows you the power of that company.
Yeah. Guinness.
Diageo.
No, but also Guinness apparently is a really good drink.
If you drink one or two.
It's called mother's milk.
That's a fucking marketing strategy, for Christ's sake. You're
but it's working very well.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who doesn't drink Guinness.
I don't think it's a marketing strategy, bro.
It is. Yeah, but if you drink maybe a half a pint of it, but these people are fucking 8 pints of Guinness, and it's
there's the way you have.
And it tastes like shit. I hate it.
I don't like it either.
I love Guinness.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, that's why I'm so black. I drink a lot of that shit.
Yeah, you see. And also, do you do it? You're supposed to like dip your lips so you pass the foam.
You're making me want to go
that
have a pint right
foam
now, man. Yes.
It's bitter. So if you pass this, you get the full taste.
Oh,
That's why they have all the mustaches.
You I like that about you now.
And what about like funerals?
I've never been to a funeral in my life.
You've never been to a funeral?
No, never.
That's a good place. That's a good space to occupy comedically. That'd be funny to do. It's not fun.
I'm sorry.
On funeral?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, everyone? All right. Anyway, look, we're all going to die anyway. I'm dying now. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine it, doing a gig at a funeral?
Oh, this is so funny. Oh my God, that's so funny.
I think if you die, I would get some comedy for your funeral.
Oh yeah,
You would enjoy it.
Yeah, it would be good.
Who would be like your comedian to be on your, on your funeral?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, after you.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that at a later date. Okay. But it's very sweet of you because Hannah did organise my 40th birthday.
Yeah, surprise. It was
you
really
did,
successful.
yeah. You're very sweet, Hannah.
When are you going to be 40?
Yeah, when am I going to be 60? Is the
no
question.
way, you don't even look 60.
I'll tell you, Fabby do. Fabby Dooby Doo. Scooby Fabby Doo. Says oi to Fabu, and he says to me, and I says to him.
What? No, I'm going to be 60. Yeah,
don't even you look well for 60, actually.
Yeah, you look great for
37.
60. For 60, you look amazing.
You look well.
You look well. You look well.
No, it's my goal. I want to be like you.
Yeah. Well, I want to be like you. I am you.
I am you. Where did you learn to dance? You're a really, really good dancer.
Where did you learn?
Or is it in your blood?
No, I learned dancing from tradition. So growing up as a kid, my mom will always be like, she played this African music and she'll be dancing around the house, cleaning the house, watch my mom dance. And I've always watched her dance. My dad ironing t-shirt, always dancing. So I've always watched my family dance and I've always trying to get that rhythm of dancing. My kid right now, he dances so good.
How old's your child?
Well, my son is 6 and my daughter, she's 3.
Jesus, I thought you were joking that you had kids.
Yeah, I have 2.
All right.
I might have one more just in case one don't like me. Just have my options wide open. You know,
good decision, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. My God, Fabu, 6 and 3. Yeah. Ah, jeez, a boy and a girl.
Yeah, boy and a girl.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. And does the little girl have you wrapped around her little finger?
Oh. Man, I'm trying to unwrap that finger right now.
But you can't.
God damn.
I think you have to cut it off.
Let me hear. Is she just? You'll do anything?
No, it's just
you can't discipline her in any way.
I can't. I've tried my best, and she has that kind of looks. And at the beginning, it was all cute, and now I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Look up. But right now, I'm like, I'm gonna punch you on the throat. Don't look at me like that. I'm not. Because like she
just has you.
She has me, and it's stressing me out as well.
It's beautiful, though, isn't it?
It's beautiful, yeah, because I'm grateful.
But you mean that you also want to give her guidance, but you're finding it very difficult.
Yeah.
But does the mother not step in? And she?
That's the thing. If I try to step into the mother step into, and like especially if I try to caution the kid, the mom is always like, yeah, don't talk to him like that. It's just I'm like, you don't understand. They need a man figure in their life, but she doesn't understand that part sometimes, and it kind of stresses me out. So sometimes I have to wait for the mom to go out. I'm like, hey. Don't. How you doing? I love you too. That's just I don't know. I want to be like
But they do. But kids do need. I mean, they do need manners. Like values. You know. Like even I was there in fucking Tralee 2 days ago. These 2 lads were around Jack's age. You know what I mean? Tralee, fucking hell. Tough town. Tough looking guys walking around. And the women are just as tough as well. They're just like. They're fucking tough, and every phone shop is a vape shop or a phone shop. But anyway, these guys, and he just casually throws litter on the ground, and I said, "Come on, guys, you look like good guys. Don't pick up the litter. Pick up the litter." And he says, "Well, why don't you fucking do it?" Okay, I'll pick up the litter. Do you know what I mean? But
you
of course I fucking did. But what I'm saying is, my son over there would not be throwing litter on the ground. My Jack. You know what I mean? I think it's just kind of there's something quite gross about throwing litter. It's just like what are you an entitled medieval king and somebody's going to pick up after you? It just looks gross, and it's almost like they're trying to push up against something. They're trying to challenge. They want aggression.
Yeah, because it's very hard for young generation to protest against anything because
everything is so easy.
So it's like it's almost nothing left to protest against.
I just think kids are just like they don't really like. I work for kids. I do like a lot of teenage discos, and trust me, some of them they don't really care. They will talk to you the way they want to talk to you, and maybe that's just the fear I have when I go home. Because sometimes when I go to work at teenage discos, and I feel like some kids are very maybe rude or something like that, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, I hope my kid don't act the way that brothers act. I'm like, I go like for example, right? I remember back in Africa, right? My mom was walking with me in the town, and a kid did something really horrible in front of my mom, it wasn't me that did it, but the kid did it. But my mom was giving out to me for that kid, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like I get that kind of like feeling when I get home. I'm like, I don't want my son to behave like that. Maybe he's gonna be a good kid, but just my fear of don't grow up and fight me now because I'm bigger than you. I'm gonna knock you out right now. But I don't know.
But that sends also the wrong message to a kid because you're saying that might is right. So if you're stronger and physically stronger, it's important to. But anyway, listen. When I was a kid, I was a little cunt, and I was.
I know. I remember you throwing things, kicking rubbish bins, and all of a sudden, that's why you're picking up the rubbish now. Yeah. You're redeeming yourself.
Yeah. So in a way, Hannah, you're right. You want to.
I mean, look at him. It's just like a virtual going.
I said to those guys, I said to them in my wisdom, I said to those young kids, I said, "You're great kids. You're good kids. You're good kids." I'm like Tom Cruise. I can't walk by something. I'm like a Scientologist. I have to intervene, man. But so you're are you earning money exclusively from all to do with your comedy and everything?
Yeah, so I'm earning money from social media, but TikTok is just very, very they don't pay any creators.
No, when I mean you're earning money, like you're earning money from your gigs and your product,
Yeah, I do. But right now I've refrained myself from that because from everything because I feel like I'm being used a lot. People are not paying me what I deserve.
Who's people? Which people?
Everyone, every client, people ringing me. I feel exhausted. Last year I felt so exhausted. I felt like I worked so hard and I'm still broke. I'm like, what? Why? How can I run around and you guys are paying me fuck all and the tax are taxing me the hell out of my.
Can I ask you, do you not have an agent or a manager?
No, I don't.
You see, can I just suggest to you, sir, that you need somebody to act on your behalf to demand the right. Does it feel uncomfortable for you to name a price when somebody's asking you to do something?
Yeah, I do. But
does it, or are you good at that?
I'm not good at that.
Well, you see, but that's what you, Hannah. What?
Why have you
got that silly smile on your face?
Because he's acting like he's a mogul, like a finance mogul.
I know I'm not rich, Hannah, but I'm just
you're like the cleanest person in the world, picking up the rubbish from the street, giving people financial advice.
I know, it's a fucking joke.
Have nothing to show for
by the way, you're in a bad place.
Does he have a driving
when I'm
license?
giving Fabu
broke the driving laws all his life.
Yeah.
Destroyed my car so many times, and then all of a sudden you give advice to everyone.
Okay, but I'm saying if Fabu has value financially, and if he's acting on his own behalf, it's a fucking nightmare. You can't ask for money.
Don't you have to pay these people?
But it's worth it, man. Yeah. Because but you give them 10%. I mean, in other words,
that's true.
If you were getting $5,000 instead of fucking 500, it's worth it to give the guy who's acting on your behalf. It's just a very uncomfortable thing. How's it going, Fabo? Would you do the wedding there? Yeah, okay. And
for €1.
I'll give you, and they'll always say, I'll give you free food. I want to don't fucking free food, shithead. Give me money. And it feels uncomfortable. So that's why we have to have somebody between us and the.
Yeah, I charge this guy. They actually run a spa in Amar. So they have a spa shop, and they're like, "Oh, Black Paddy Show, will you come down and just do a few promo for the spa shop? How much do you charge?" And this is me being nice. Okay, I'm gonna put your video on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok, and I'm just gonna charge you guys €500. Okay, which is fair.
Which is nothing.
Thank you.
To get, and also the hassle of fucking getting there.
I'm telling you.
Right, you know what I mean.
And guess what happened? The next day, guess what happened? They had me on social media. The chick of that man, Black Paddy, charging us £500 to just do a promo for us.
He didn't say that.
I'm being out straight. Put online.
When was this?
This was like 2 years ago.
Ah, fuck.
And they put it online, and all the comments was like, I can't believe. And the best comment was like, pay him. He's doing his job, and that comment got a lot of like, because the guy was like, pay the dude.
Yeah.
He's going to come.
And also, you arrange it beforehand.
But there is that's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, wait a second. Look at your man over there with his aspirations and his desire to create wealth. What is going on?
Listen, I think it's much more
It's very
simple.
Catholic. In America, they'd be fucking 500. That was nothing. You should have been charging $2,000, $3,000.
That's what. But that's what I'm saying. They've put in so much fear in me that now I can't even speak up for myself anymore.
And and also the spot. Oh yeah.
You know, I can't even say, oh, how much? I can't even show off that I'm making money anymore. Because if I say I'm making a lot of money, people start looking at me like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, so I have to but now I'm at this stage of my life whereby, you know what? I want to start letting people know, you know what? I'm doing well for myself. Things are going really well for me. Like after this right now, I'm invited to an Irish movie premiere, a big Irish movie premiere called Lone Wolf. You know, the same guy that wrote Cardboard Gangsters. They're actually doing a movie premiere in the Savoy Cinema.
Oh, is that O'Connor?
Mark Connor.
Oh yeah.
So,
I can't remember what I was going to say.
No, but I think what you want to say about people taking advantage, but that happens all the time. That's why you have to just, you know, stand up for yourself. Say, no, I'm not doing it.
And by the way, the Spar shop, the shite food that they sell in fucking Spar shop, those horrible bread and that awful fucking processed food and just rows and rows of confectionery and just getting us, you know, the accumulative effect is that you get all fucking achy and painy and you're sugar addicted. And he has the temerity to say to this comedian, how dare he ask for for money? What am I going to do? What?
A lot of these foods are actually so processed. I'm doing well right now. I'm staying away from a lot of processed food. I'm actually eating really clean as well.
Can I ask you, do you go to a gym?
Yeah, so I just recently started the Fly Fit around the corner there.
So did you? Where you live?
I just live up the road, just up the road there. So we're neighbors now.
We're neighbors?
Yes, I'm going to knock your door tomorrow morning for a cup of tea.
Look.
Can you make me a breakfast?
Do that again and I'll try to react in a way. So you're going to Fly Fit and where are you living?
Yeah, so I just live up the road right there. So we're neighbors now. So I'm going to knock on your door now for a cup of tea.
Fly Fit, it's 24 hours a day, isn't it? 24.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah. You can go anytime.
Way.
So
but anyway,
if you can't sleep, you just pop in.
How many times a week do you go to the gym?
5 days a week.
Fucking hell, man. And how long is the session?
I spend 2 hours in the gym. I do not do my life. I'm just kind of like
saying that's a. And do you have? Do you do your own discipline in terms of keeping?
I don't follow anybody's.
And so since when have you been doing that?
I've been doing that since 4 years on and off.
And can I ask you also, right? This is fascinating. For me, it's fascinating because I just started the gym. What about your food? Are you very careful with your food? Do you drink protein drinks?
Yeah, I do.
Do you drink creatine?
No, I don't take creatine because I'm naturally hyper. I don't drink coffee. I don't do any of those things. I'm just naturally energetic. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, bing, here we go. I do like intermittent fasting. So how that helped me is I try my best, okay, not to eat at nighttime because that's my weakness.
Oh,
right?
Mate, listen, forget about it.
Mine too.
Everybody's fucking. You see, after 8 p.m., you know, and I've said this all my life. Because the metabolism slows down, you're not moving around, and it just it's a cunt.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to do that.
Do you have a
right
sweet
now.
tooth?
Yeah, I do a lot.
Yeah.
So what I do is I to kill my sweet craving, which is an idea, and if anybody listen, this is a good idea. I have a lot of banana and peanuts now. It might not help because sometimes I have this diverticulosis, and I was diagnosed for that, but I reduced my intake of peanuts. So I have banana and peanuts. So at night time when I crave for something sweet, I go on banana and I eat peanuts. Or sometimes that
you crave for peanuts at night.
No, for food.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's very good.
At night you love peanuts.
No, and peanuts is good for you.
Okay.
No, peanuts. It increases your libido, but it's very very pretty. It's pretty that's what I do.
Do you mean are these walnuts or
cashew,
Brazil nuts?
Brazil nuts, anything nuts. Because see, when you on something, it gives you sensation.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
you know.
And it's better. So if you to push away the sugar thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing it 5. Oh yeah, so sorry, the food thing. That's what I'm having trouble with. I mean, I'm doing the fucking gym. God, I did the gym today. I was so not into it, but I did it anyway because I'm a hero.
It's like each time when he does the gym, he wants a medal.
Because I'm talking to my gym bro here.
Yeah, he wants his dad and mom go and clap the whole country.
Yeah, but but fair play, you're doing it. At least you're giving it. But one thing is that I believe in a lot is that you can go to the gym all you want, all right? for me, that's not where the muscles is actually built. Because some people, I know a guy that's been in gym for like 10 years and he still look the same. I'm like, what the fuck? No, be not straight.
Go on. Go on.
You know, you can go to gym all the time, but I think what for you to build muscle and your physique to look great is when you keep the body moving. Now, let me tell you what I mean. So, for example, you're in the house, you're laying in the floor, you're doing the dishes, you're walking around, you're going to the garden, you're doing the garden, you're going to town, you're walking to the shop, going back. You build more muscle than someone who's going to the gym 24/7. I'm telling you the honest truth.
I'm with you.
Well, that's
it's an active life.
Okay, you
it's
see,
just not sitting behind a desk.
Okay, so that's a really good point because that would explain why the difference between farmer strength. You know these farmers in Ireland? These guys are like pieces of agricultural equipment. They are like, all right. Well, they are. They're like, and you see some of these farmers compared to a guy going to the gym. That farmer would just go like this. Look, they just split the guys in two. But yeah, you see, that's my problem. Because I'm doing the gym, then I just don't bother walking.
Yeah,
you have to do everything.
You feel like you do exactly.
See, that's the problem.
You do the gym and you just relax there. Whereby I think the gym benefits when you are trying to grow up a certain part of your body, like maybe your shoulder curve, your tricep, or you want to look good physically, but if you want to be like strong and fit and looking good, activeness. Like I'm always...
go on, active, okay. Yeah. No, what? Hannah, I walked, I took the plane. I took the plane. Hannah.
He does? He's got an electric bike and this far around the corner, it's like 400 meters. What he does, he takes his electric bike.
I took the plane from Farnborough Airport to Dublin Airport, but I swear to God, the walk from the plane through Dublin Airport was longer than the fucking flight.
But you could think about your strength.
Yeah, no, but
whenever
I want to go walking.
Yeah, fast.
Like if you're using your electric bike, I advise you to put on the lowest. Get the electric bike the lowest, so like you can use your because I think the electric bike has the lowest.
Yes, it does. It has eco mode.
Yeah, so that's what when I had, because whenever you mention electric bike, I just remember my bike and I guess
I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's just kind of sad. But I don't know how they do that. Like it's
they have a electric angle grinder. They just go but it cuts it through with butter. The Hiplock X1000 that I got. Let me show it to you.
You have it on my bike.
Oh, I have it on your bike. That's right.
I was like, what?
No, basically, I researched this, and it costs £250 sterling, and it's angle grinder resistance. Like it would take them a long time to cut through that, Hannah. Okay.
I know you.
No, I want to talk more about how long have we been broadcasting?
An hour and 3 minutes.
Okay, well,
feels longer.
That's what we always say that. We always say that. It's nothing to do. No, that's right. You are funny.
You're the funniest.
I know, but you shouldn't have even said that. You should have discerned. You've hurt our feelings.
You're virtue signaling again.
Okay, look.
You're a saint.
Okay, listen, right. So, that's a long time, 5 days a week. So do you have a specific day? Do you do leg day or this day or that day?
I do everything. Like I do whatever goes through my mind. So I don't know. Like, so whenever I go to the gym, if I wake up in the morning, I always have this thought, so what am I going to work out at the gym today? I get up in the morning thinking, I know what I'm going to do. I get to the door of the gym. I still don't know what I'm going to do. I go into the gym and I look at people, and maybe if I want to do chest or whoever is beside the chest, I don't like his energy. I'm like, I'm going to go.
I know, man. But here's my problem with that. I can't go into the fucking gym because of that guy.
Yeah.
I won't go. I did a District 1 up the road. But I just overhearing conversations.
Yeah.
You're doing. Yeah, no, I went to the wedding. And so that's why I have the personal trainer, but I'm surprised that you can do it like without somebody looming over you and telling you what to do. How did you get that discipline?
All right, so I got the discipline because from experience, I've hurt myself a lot. I've hurt my shoulder. I've hurt my back. From trying to do it, thinking I used to think I was the best. I think I was a macho man lifting, but I didn't know I was doing it the wrong way.
Okay.
So when I hurt my shoulder, my partner was telling me I don't listen to her sometimes, but I should start listening to her because she was telling me what I was doing wrong. She goes, "No, you can't lift it that way." I'm like, "What the fuck do you think you know? I'm a man. I know what I'm doing."
Yes.
But when I looked into it, she was actually right that when you're lifting, it's all about chest.
Oh yeah.
Right? And,
well, the deadlifts. The thing is keeping the stomach muscle
muscles engaged as if you're about to be punched because that protects the back.
Yeah.
But it's very hard.
And then she's saying for a year.
And then she's telling you while you're
keeping that engaged, then you have to keep
this engaged. So it's like spinning all these plates at the same time. And so it takes a long time to figure it out.
So that's what kind of, sometimes I'm like, don't that put you off working out sometimes? Because you have to kind of be a certain way to work out, and you have to kind of look. Then after a while, I then realized, okay, you know what? If I want to work out, I'll do it my way. So what I do right now in the gym is I don't go really heavy, because sometimes I go to gym, I see this dude, they're lifting like 200 kg, and they're smaller than me, and you see them, they're doing it really well. And I'm like, how are they doing it? So what I do in the gym right now is I lift not big, but
lots of reps.
Lots of rep, and I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy my lifting, and sometimes if I want to lift big because I want to feel good, I just do a quick big one, then I'm like, that's it.
And so what about lunges and squats and all that kind of?
Yeah, so I've started doing that now recently because...
Do you hate that? Do you hate them?
I love it now. Because,
you love it?
Yeah, no. I love it now because...
How do you love squatting?
Yeah, because I love squat because I had a leg problem there recently, and... it was like I was having like cramps on my leg. I don't know why that was happening. It was scary because I thought I was going to lose my walkingness, because I walk a lot. I'd have a car, and me having random cramps on my legs, I was like, okay, why is this happening to me? Then I went to the gym that day and I did few squats, and the pain reduces, and I was like, oh, so maybe my leg muscles are getting weak now. Maybe I need to start.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing now.
I like big legs.
No, but squats. Squats.
You know, like as I said, Ronaldo, when he started, skinny legs.
But like
after
so
10
I'm
years?
58, Hannah, and when I'm squatting, I'm squatting, and I can just hunker down, and it's no problem now. There's no aches, Hannah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Hannah.
How do you do
I'm
that?
sorry.
I get aches when I squat, and I don't like
No,
that.
but it's great because she has me anyway. I don't like doing, but she gets me doing lunges. There's also these ones where you hold big dumbbells and you jump up. And it's the most painful. And honestly,
I don't like it.
It's the closest thing.
It hurts my knees when
you have to really be careful.
But it's the closest thing to death. It's like, it's so horrible, and I want to cry. But you have to go through it to feel good. Okay.
No, because I think going to gym, it's mostly dopamine. Creating dopamine, good feeling.
I feel good whenever I go to the gym.
It doesn't matter if I'm feeling good or bad.
But that's what mostly people do.
And here's the definite thing. When I think I was doing legs or something, and it's like, it's so intense, and it's so, it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or whatever or poor, everyone has the same experience. And also, the great thing about it is that if you're worried about what that person thinks of you or this person, it's in that moment you couldn't give a fuck about somebody not liking you or somebody making a comment or somebody not agreeing with you, because you're so. I don't know. It's just like it makes you very present.
Yeah, because pain attracts the brain, the mind. When you're trying to lift, especially at the beginning when you're lifting, you're thinking about a problem. Yeah. And you get to your rep whereby your muscles you're like.
Yeah, right.
You can be and be thinking.
No. That's right. Yeah.
That's for me. That's all. Yeah. Or when I'm running on the treadmill. I'm running. I'm thinking I'm out of my zone. That's why I don't like running in the gym as well, because when I run in the gym, I feel like I'm in the same place. I'm looking at the same people working out. I'm looking at somebody walking.
Yeah, I know.
So I like to run on now. In fact, I moved in here now. I'm running on the road there now. I don't like running on this road now anymore now, because I'm running here. There's somebody behind me like, what the hell?
I think you should run in from David's window.
No, you're very. No, yeah, should yeah.
And he just timed it up.
Hey, by the way, Fabu, is there anything you want to mention, or like where should people, where will people find you? Are you doing the TikTok? Which is your favorite? Well,
yeah, my favorite is I want to start doing YouTube videos right now. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Fabu D TV, the Black Paddy, or
Fabu D TV, the Black Paddy.
Yeah, Fabu D TV, the Black Paddy. To check me out on YouTube, I put a lot of my content there now, because YouTube actually pay more than any other platform I'm working on right now. So I want to start, generating income from my content. Yeah. So if you can please like and support me, you'll be really grateful.
Okay, on YouTube. Go on.
Yeah. And support us as well if you want to continue. Continue Daniel, listening to our podcast.
Fabu, this was very short notice. I really appreciate you being here, and it was such a good laugh, and it's an absolute pleasure And continued success to everyone. Yes, we can. Let's all live together in a forest and play. Are you yawning while I'm talking to you?
No.
You worry. Fuck you. Sorry.
Oh my God! I'm relaxing now. I'm like, oh shit, it's over now. I was having a great time.
Thank you so much, Fabu, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you.